na wɔbɛkyerɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛnyira na you could do the day so yakae ne nyansa nyankopɔn de adom no na yɛtumi de atwitwa yɛn ho yɛfrɛ ne DY Donkoh momfa nsɛmbɔ kɛseɛ pa na momfa nhyia ne na Obani na pom
nyagrupo adom na pa chawo so
Yesu adom bibia kɔbɔkɔ
amen
Every was one who trim plan who Jawa won't crowd.
Nye papa cry.
And you had the papa.
Oh, you're goofu.
Ube was on where Jay. What wouldn't it do? I must about to know a cock when Jawa one out as well. Well, then you know, dear Namaquava.
Macho Yaja, and Michiao, Yabusia Shayin. And the Abusia Doya, Yagina Boom, and the woman one more this segment. Ya dom talk about Gansumichiano, and I'm a chatting in Aso. And then say I want us to talk about advice for singles in relationships. Advice for singles in relationships. Naturally, say a foot to a bedema or Baba wa and the Abranti be our chimpra. I'm not talking about marriage today. And I'm not talking about those who are already married. I'm talking about singles. And this is the advice I actually have. Personally, I have. And these notes, I made it out of my own experience. And the few things I've encountered. And your mama Messiah, near Matete, near Mehu, and I've the notes we. So it's so mechanic say a DCC dada. Sas dada sipsremo abrabomunsam. And I'm the notes. So listen. A lot of singles are making too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. And sometimes I even look at myself, sir. And I look at the mistakes I have committed. And I go like, Nana me jing den. And Nana me whom saying. They tin am yes, sir. And sometimes, Ujia wunyansa, the other can say, I say, what do you kasi asem? I say, where jay jahu? I say, where your cheap dodo? I say, one boo. And so, some of these mistakes, how can we rectify? And how can we redeem ourselves? Advice for singles in relationships. Number one advice I'll give to every single person in a relationship. Listen, you can't know what you need in a relationship until you know who you are. And I repeat, share the broadcast. You can't know what you need in a relationship until you know who you are. That is number one advice. Unim dada sifra any abrabo any pempenso person ko abrabo. So then when it comes to choosing a life partner, I don't choose a life partner to satisfy my sexual urge. I don't choose somebody who make a choice only because of kisses. I will not choose because of stature, leg, and how she looks or he looks. I am making a choice because I know who I am. You don't make a choice not knowing who you are. If you make a choice not knowing who you are, you make a choice without understanding yourself. And number one advice I give to single people, you can't know what you need in a relationship until you know who you are. Maybe identify yourself. Identify yourself and know what you want and who you are. Any beer, opesawoko. Any pensual person who do abraboma, a man who will buy the bema befana, we need to do. But you see, most of the time we make choices without knowing who we are. It's in the tussle, the nine, the guy in Mambisika, or stature, or six pack, the chest is so, or we choose without knowing ourselves. You see, until you are able to identify who you are, you don't even know the value you put on yourself. Eti mi mume before the mimbuno. Ana mi bumi huswa minim dia mekofa. Ana minim me da che send ya sombo. Ani pempeso asa mi pese mi dua me fa wo ba na be ma. Na me sero say me fa no be da chinti enye na nti. I don't select and pick anybody to satisfy my sexual urge. I choose or make a choice because of my future. Eti advice abidima youth ni say eya na me pe na do so do okopem pra me pa twa ya understand who you are, know who you are, identify yourself before you make a choice. Men ko fa keke ne 9 ne 2 ne ti ne hwene na boyere say no yi ne ti ho perfume useless.
Ya ga akwa bi di ga bi na ne 90 achi no wode
I'm tell you say the girl ne chi achi ne 9.
Na mo ani mu no
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm not pano.
Yes, sir.
Na girl need that no shege and anyone knows why you mistake.
My God.
Or tap on us yadwa.
Do you know why he made the mistake? Because if you don't know who you are,
Yeah.
you will never know who to pick up.
And only yes.
Who's say, "Eti, man ko fa keke."
Yeah.
Your problem ni o, ya na me hu oba kokko ope. Utiatia ope, the toso ope, uhunu for ope, guy away slim. Just bibia ope, and nothing satisfy us in a relationship.
And or tap on us yadwa. Sorry, 1999.
Because see, so number one advice I give to single people in a relationship, not those who are married, and it said you cannot know what you need in a relationship until you know who you are. So know yourself, your self-worth before you pick a partner. Number two advice I give to the youth, to our generation, just because he or she pursue you does not mean the person is good for you.
Obepe won nkyere say.
Osofo. Me say, be be to me do obeti 10 years. E de me pe wo, sister ni say me mpene. Ampa, sister ya mpene. No akofa boy bi no ni that twempra 3 years. Akwa de say me pa bada. Say nya wo am si bi do bi. Me kan, o se mpena bi pe wo. Ah, won pray ya wakotwe mpra. Ya breko ata wo san ba nyina. Already in the moment of the 3 years, no so twempra. But you will never know. Eti, obaby to me kan yes ma be so ni bibi. Like I wouldn't like him and say yes to him, but I think this guy has followed me for 5 years and he has never given up. And that is what shocks me. Like it's genuine love. See when you don't give up, it's genuine love. Master, you bet me do it 10 years. And we take boy and both we are here for you. And then the guy can even proud himself and say, "Oh, some my police are long last, so don't want to war." To be part of the fact that somebody has monitored you, followed you, begged you for love, does not mean the person loves you. About Bemo, about Robert to be in 120 years. And do sika that be serious say. Young coach, I'm not ready.
Menko,
I'm not ready. I think my shop sir, my shop sir, you are not the type of man I think I want. Tina me chiro say a futu papa ni. Just because he or she pursue you does not mean they are good for you. Yeah, mami can be chiro. Somebody can be very caring, very good in giving, nice gentleman, nice lady. Yet as nice as they are not meant for you. I have futu. Eti mimi tu me a nice DY Donkoh. So we just chale unya be me bisi awe. Yet only be nantia wadi so beto. The fact that I am good for myself and for somebody doesn't mean I may be good for you. Why? Because you see sometimes it doesn't work like that. Obi ani dia work man wo. Eti pacho we share obi ri obi kuna ka we bi na menya ya aka bepa wo kofa em fa ma wo. Ti me pacho so obi edi wachi acha so pache ama osika acha pa wo chwache e wo wodon that should not mean the person is genuine.
Maybe penhene nanso omo nim say ahohoye wom.
Yeah, that's it. Number 3. Don't listen, youth. Tio, you be too for untie. Me say say any be near the better you too for you. E don't tie sa. Now so akop maba. No be kan group no. Tie. Don't try to force it to work when it is obviously not working. Yeah. So some you can say, "Oh baby, they to be 3, 4, 5, 6 years." I know like but now I can oh you're perfect. Obi anya perfect. I know sir on your but like I know sir at the right time he will change. I know at the right time he gaga akwa no monsa. O smoke weed, o si wani so, o twa wo tro, open mema, oni nukrema. Say what to say I know it will work one day. And you know so well that the past 2, 3, 4 years, nothing is changing and you are still believing it to change. When it is not changing, walk out. If it doesn't change and you try to keep yourself in there, do you know what you are doing? You have committed suicide ahead of time. And a lot of marriages and divorce abani ye hu won branch mu ye de nyame beye and ye de ahom no fi boga say am be me and I mean no 10 years I am stuck my boy me di the chisa obi am na boy me nja ne chira o si agya wo ne divorce so de ne bugas ye eye chin kempena ki ebreki ntam etika bi ja wo ntam a can na divorce nkente ne sa etini e 2 youth for ne for say me pa cho tie when something is not working special in branch leave it. Leave it, brother. Jage no yeah jaboy no and yes sir, you know what, this is a pro max awaiting divorce and we call it the red flags mehu but me jai the besi don't risk your emotions. Don't risk your emotions. Don't risk your emotions. Don't I said that. Don't risk your don't risk. You see the way I'm saying it repeatedly. Don't risk your emotions. If something is not working, walk out. Your generation where me done 2 years, 3 years, no breaking the virginity. Me ni baby am sanko. Me be jani wana make of na dey me fa no because fa no nye na ba ko dey na be there. If you don't learn how to walk out, you will never learn how to enjoy your walking. 1 2 na mon na watch na unim dey da na mo panim. Me see 29 jaine na akwa na ni twempre otumi bo etiatia especially those who cohabit one oba ne be ma ti dem yemu no was still me nim ba bia be ko 3 years me na one bon one how the church say bon one na curse walk out obi super bon one na ware no
hey gaso be ye bon one but ne ba ni
ana bi koi advice at us 9 say don't be okay with the relationship when it is one-sided. Don't be okay. Ti only akwa na msadi do asesa say sister unko na ye course
o friend no my busy
the whole day on free
me mfa
2 days on free will be that unko na free and relationship is not one-sided work a teamwork me free o free ya kasa ya send messages ye di ho komo ye pedachi ye teamwork o eti bra send ya unko na free gay ya 1 week on free we unso on pel then ya na you tana ya o say ye hu e ya so dey and abeye kakraba sister, brother, listen to the advice we are giving you. When you are in a relationship and suddenly it becomes one-sided, walk out. Anybody who entertains you then is only faking. They are not authentic. They are only trying to say, I'm keeping you because mijawa I want to have mercy on you and keep you around me. They are not real. To know me chimpra, na communication kati. They say unkwa, giving unkwa, but say walk out. You're fake. Another advice I will give the single ones is this: give them the authentic version of yourself when you are in a relationship. I'm telling you, generation where you are fake people are there generation way. And he is not what he pretend to be and present himself to be and still or back to the world he do honor to time obenya the opay. And my baby are not authentic. Oh my way, was your Moise Lego. Oh my to village in singing entity. You can't be bold enough to boast about your parents. People are not authentic anymore. And when people are entering into a relationship, sir, they present the bad side of them. They don't go with authenticity. Say, this is what I have done. I chim down. Maybe upon Mr. Donkoh, you will meet to him, and I'm a bank crying, and I'm a fitter, and I'm. You see, people are not real anymore. Suddenly you see them, it's like they are from East Legon Airport residential area, and the way they present themselves, as any papa suti area will be. People are now even ashamed of their parents and where their parents are. This
they deny them in public.
I'm telling you, this generation, we are most of them are wicked. Be authentic, gentle, be original. Open mouth, sister, be weakness, but I want to be proud. Be authentic. Yes, I try because we are your mamboni. You be bold, you are also the coin. Don't trust the timeline. Don't trust. We see you to listen to this advice. Don't trust because you don't trust the timeline. Also be all know me who relationship this year. Cause you what Jamaica. What's no mean jao. I know what I'm doing. Yeah jao. Sister, now emotions are very bro. Sister, listen, if you are not serious, tell me. Let me know. No, it's just that like I'm not in the mood and a lot of things are bothering me. Yeah. Like I've been very confused. I just need some time, aside to think and reason. But to be cry your son was suspend you 2-3 years of your life.
Yeah.
Now what's this? Who's one crowd for ba? Could be room. Every pano you papa. Now so one penny. I didn't hear timeline. Me try. Kwayo. 7 years da be be was winning. O ma be pressure pro. Our dey be why do me be okruma no? We yam be show. Be show the onyamu. Be show the onyamu. O be tia ne say onu obi awo one. Timeline. Don't trust it. Hey! You think you have to go chat and then I end here. Don't be afraid of rejection when you are in a relationship. You see, this generation, one of the things they are really afraid of is rejection. Or you see me not damp me. You need to understand that not all relationship will turn out to be marriage. It's a risk. After prayer, you must understand that anything is possible. When you are afraid of rejection, you are afraid of betrayal, any broken heart, you live to please the person without being yourself. Because no, rejection can be part of see, some of us, we were rejected by somebody and then we met the right person. When you are not rejected, you cannot enjoy God's divine plan for your life. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. To be patcho, don't be scared of rejection. Don't be scared of rejection. So, maybe news for number. Don't wait to leave. It's the last advice. Don't wait to leave.
Don't wait.
Immediately at once.
Jano. And I would Jana. Who they Jana the soon with them? Or throw one was leave now. So this is the advice.
Togo your time. GM so to
Mimi we say
man transfer over frame on your office. So you be can next week.
Some kidiki.
Now we answer ben any.
As long as say people my doggy. And so still.
And to walk as still me boy.
Obi ana doggy ni yede. Who jani ni.
So for me that yamin shall say wo buy na na be share asem a asumbu say. Na yin free. And now your birthday, Nana Kojo Ado, aka Guru Movado.